Ooh, I'm excited about today's video because we're going to be checking out a new monthly subscription courtesy of the fine folks over at Fanhome and D'Agostini Collectibles. They sent me over a little care package, and this is probably the fourth one that I'm currently building. If you're not familiar with them, you know, model kit come in a monthly subscription box. You get all sorts of bonus things, and I'll tell you a little more about them. But inside this box is probably every kid's first boyhood dream as far as the dream car they wanted. No, I'm not talking Lamborghinis. No, I'm not talking Porsches. I'm talking the Batmobile. Yes, that's right, the original Batmobile, the 1966 Adam West Batmobile. Inside this box, the journey to build my very own 1966 Batmobile will begin right after I tell you a little more about Fanhome. Fanhome is a brand dedicated to developing unique collections and build-up models from best beloved brands like Marvel, Star Wars, Ghostbusters, Transformers, Fast and Furious, E.T., and many more. Their monthly subscription provides you with all the necessary pieces and tools needed to build your model kit, as well as providing fully illustrated magazines with inspiring content with every package. Subscribers will also get bonus gifts every so often to add to their collection, like shirts, posters, magazine binders, hats, accessories, and loads of other great gifts. All right, let's go ahead and open up the package, see what's inside. Yeah, here we have our little introduction to building the Batmobile. Open it up. A little behind the scenes photos there, editorial blurbs, breakdown on what you can expect in issues. Let's go ahead and open it even bigger. There we go. Now we got a very nice glam shot showing you the scale 1/8. Everything's gonna be made of metal and ABS plastic, which is nice. Here's your fully assembled measurements and everything, and of course you got some nice little call outs to all the various different bat-centric accessories that came in the Batmobile. So you got, you know, the trunk opens, you got your bat fire extinguisher, your bat phone, your emergency turn lever, your customized steering wheel, detailed dashboard, even the bat scope, all the hokey little devices and, you know, doodads that were inside the Batmobile. Even have some working lights with a nice little wireless little key fob there to turn the lights on and off, which is really, really cool. And this whole poster thing doubles as, you guessed it, a ginormous wall poster of the glorious 1966 Batmobile. Even has the nice little classic logo silhouette there up in the sky. I mean, this thing would look absolutely phenomenal on the wall. Definitely a must-have for Batman fans and collectors alike. What else do we have inside? We have our first issue. Not only is this, you know, your instruction manual on how to put your pieces together, but each and every issue has some nice, cool editorial pieces about the TV show, about Batman historically. This little blurb right here about Dark Knight Returns, one of the greatest comic stories ever written, if you ask me. You know, some history, the original premiere issue of Batman as he was in the comics, some background information, of course, like I said, your instructions on how to put your first pieces together, because this is a monthly subscription. Every month there'll be a new package delivered to your doorstep with new items to put together, so you can slowly but surely piece together your very own Batmobile or whatever you see fit. Here we're talking about Hush. That is literally my favorite Batman storyline of all time in the comics. Very cool. Love to see that written out there. And again, great details as far as everything you should expect with the parts and pieces. That way you know what you should be getting in the package and, of course, how to put it together. So let's look at how it was delivered. Everything in its nice little safe protective clamshell. Everything is individually put away. That way things aren't, you know, sliding around, getting lost in the box or anything like that. We are dealing with very tiny screws and everything. You should be able to put everything together for this with the included screwdriver that comes in the package. Don't need any fancy equipment. I always suggest, if you're going to put something like this together, specifically because of these smaller screws and little bit pieces, if you're an adult, you know, get some tweezers. It just makes your life so much easier as far as assembling these things and, you know, avoiding losing them. But let's go ahead and get these out of the shells and start assembling our pieces of the 1966 Batmobile, shall we? the assembled pieces for stages 1 and 2 of the 1966 Batmobile. Just right out of the gate, got to compliment them on the components and the build quality and everything. Like I said, we're dealing with all metal or ABS plastic, so everything is pretty sturdy. The thickness of this tire alone, I mean, it feels like if I dropped this on my foot, it would definitely leave a bruise and or break my pinky toe for sure, because this thing is hefty. I got the metal spoke wheel, that timeless 5-spoke chrome design that you've seen on all sorts of muscle cars in the 70s. I love that we got the, the classic old school Batman logo with there on the center cap. Even got the Firestone branding there on the tire. Nice tread and everything. I mean, it's a good looking tire for sure. It makes you want the entire car. The hood, this thing is massive. It is all metal. Very nice paint job on it. Nice glossy black. I didn't have any issues with scratches or anything, and it feels pretty sturdy in terms of actually, like if I put, my hands on it, I don't feel like I'm going to scratch it. It doesn't feel super fragile as far as the paint application. Got the nice red pinstriping detail, and again, this is on there good. I don't feel like I'm going to rub it off or anything like this. This is a quality hood for sure. Definitely feels, automotive grade as far as paint application and everything, so they did a good job with that. Got the metal underneath as well. Frame, very easy to put out all this together. The instructions were very straightforward, but it was pretty straightforward as far as you just put the screws in the holes, everything lined up, fit, snapped together where it should be. There was no fitment issues or anything like that, so I applaud them on that, because when you start shrinking things down into smaller scales and you're trying to get intricate screws and details like that, fitment can become an issue, but luckily had no issues myself putting this together. We have the bat phone here. It articulates and actually does come off the hook, which is nice. Again, little details like that, not necessarily something I would fully expect when you shrink down and have something at an 1/8 scale. I wouldn't expect the phone to actually come off the hook, but by God, they did it. Even has the nice little bungee receiver cord there and everything, so you can hang that up there. Nice. And then last but not least, we have the antenna. Nice little spinning piece there. It articulates about 4 inches out, which is really cool. Goes there in the center of the console and everything, but you can raise it up, lower it how you see fit. But like I said, nice extension there. Again, feels sturdy. These bit right here at the top of the antenna, definitely, if I pushed really hard enough, I could snap that off, but that's because it's very thin plastic. But other than that, everything else is metallic and or very thick hardened plastic. So just kind of be wary of little doodads like this, because you could potentially snap them off. Everything was put together with a screwdriver. The included screwdriver they have. It's nice because it has that magnetic tip there, so picking up the screws is much easier with that magnetic tip. But as I suggested earlier, you definitely want to just have some tweezers on standby, because we're dealing with very tiny screws, and just getting them aligned, setting them up for the hole before you can get your screwdriver makes it so much easier to have some tweezers handy. But anyways, I'm very impressed with this 1966 Batmobile. Like I said, everything Fanhome has done so far has impressed me. I'm building a Millennium Falcon, E.T., the Back to the Future DeLorean, RoboCop. I mean, I've got a lot of builds going on, so I'm definitely looking forward to the mail every single month with every delivery I'm getting from Fanhome, and I'm anxious to start building out this 1966 Batmobile. Guys, let me know your thoughts and opinions of this Batmobile and or any of the Fanhome offerings. If you enjoy it, let me know. If you've got any of your own model kits going on, let me know what you're building. And if you enjoyed the content, make sure to hit the like button, share this video with your friends if you found the information helpful. And as always, thanks for watching, guys. Really means a lot.